So, as usual, y'all know I like to talk to my YouTube channel because it's the most simplest things to talk about. I don't know. I just think like the devil is real busy right now. I don't know why. I feel like the energy is real high. It's like, when you're doing good, you in a good spot in your life. Um, the enemy is sometimes send shit your way. And I know I cuss, even though I'm supposed to be Christian, but an enemy is send stuff your way right in the most appropriate times. You know what I'm saying? Why I am under attack right now, I do not know. But I keep myself covered in prayer. But my kid father ain't the only one that's having kid father issues. So I have a 6-year old, and I don't know if I put this story on here or not, but I like to tell my stories because you never know when you might have to go back and need them. So my kid's father is in a whole nother relationship with the young lady that he been with 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I want to say maybe 4 years now. He been with her for 4 years. And me and this young lady, we've been through a lot of stuff because he did some really foul shit. He did some foul shit. I actually witnessed and was there to see him do foul shit to her, but I have always kept the peace between the two. No, I'm not gonna say keep the peace because I know that my mouth is horrible. My mouth and my attitude is horrible at times. So no, I'm not gonna say always keep the peace. I have always had something smart to say. I've never been the type of person to say something that was nice or kind or be the better person. No, if it come up, it's coming out. So I've pretty much been cool with her because I'm not cool with any of his other females. I've been cool with her, for these couple of years because we went through some real foul shit with him. It was really foul. I'm not gonna say what it was on YouTube, but it was some foul shit. And for us to go through that, I thought it was real cool for us to still be cool afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Now, she has a grandson that's like the same age as my 6-year old. Sometimes my 6-year old will go over there and play with her grandson or whatever. But recently, when on Easter, when my son went over there to play with her grandson, they want to say that my son don't sleep. Which he don't. If he have a tablet, he'll play on his tablet or his phone all night. You have to take the tablet away in order for him to go to sleep. And anybody that got kids know that you have to cut off their tablet time. You know what I'm saying? But when he goes over there, it's like really no supervision. And that's one thing that I really don't like. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't care how old kids are, they need supervision. So he went over there a couple of times and he came back and he told me some stuff that didn't sit too well with me. But I'm like, okay, I'm not about to be the mommy that, you know what I'm saying, be like, no, you can't go over there no more. Even though that's what I was feeling inside, I still just went against my better judgment and would let him go. So the last time he went over there, his dad had bought him a phone and he called me and he said, he called me at 2 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, why are you up? So he video called me on something called Duo. And I'm like, where is your dad at? Oh, he upstairs with so-and-so sleep. Well, where is so-and-so at? Oh, she upstairs sleep. I'm like, well, where's you supposed to be laying at? So he's like, I don't have nowhere to lay. And I'm like, let me see. Turn the camera around and show me where you're supposed to lay. So he turned the camera around. He showed me a picture of the little boy whose room he was in, which is her grandson. It was a twin bed. It was on the floor. He was laying in a twin bed with his covers over him. There was nowhere for my son to sleep on that twin bed. He was laying directly in the middle of it. So I'm like, well, where are you supposed to sleep at? So he showed me next to the bed, it was a spot on the floor. I'm like, where you on? Okay, we all do that sometimes where we make pallets for people, but there was no pallet. It was just he had a green blanket. And I'm like, no pillow, no blanket. Like, where's all your stuff at for you to make your pallet on the floor? He took the camera, he showed the camera around the room, and I seen bikes, shoes, toys. I seen the bed. I did not see nothing for him to sleep on. So at that point, I'm trying to figure out how can he sleep at the end of the little boy's bed. But I was kind of upset because there was nobody that he could call on to like fix the sleeping arrangements. They just sleep upstairs. So I instantly started texting his dad phone, and I'm like, you know what? I have no filter. I bet your fat ass ain't sleeping on the motherfucking floor in your street clothes with no blanket. You know what I'm saying? Get your ass up and check on your motherfucking son in so and so room. No response. Didn't say shit. So then I sent like about 10 text messages, and no, they weren't nice. They were all horrible ass text messages because I feel like, goddamn, motherfucker, your son can't. That's not his house. So at that point, me and my son had been on the phone all night from 2 basically to about 4 o'clock in the morning when his girlfriend got up and she like, you ain't sleep. You still playing on your phone? And why don't you go to sleep? And then she figured out that I was on the phone. So I told her that I was like, I'm about to come get him. You know what I'm saying? If he didn't have nowhere to sleep, it wouldn't have been no problem for me to come get my child. Both of us got money. Somebody could have got a $20 bed at Walmart and a blanket and a pillow for him to sleep on. I would have got it. You know what I'm saying? He had to go to school the next day. Daddy wasn't even replying. Like, you just go let him miss school. You know what I'm saying? When you had all week to get him on his spring break, you didn't. You waited till Sunday. Now you want him to spend the night over your girlfriend's house and sleep on the floor. Nah, I didn't feel comfortable with that. So yeah, I did send him inappropriate text messages. So, she was like, what? After a while, I was like, I'm done. I'm not about to. You just started seeing this little dude. He is 6 years old. This nigga just started seeing him at the age of 4 or 5. He ain't always picked this nigga up and came and got him and all this. So this was something that I was trying to adjust to. But at the same time, I don't like your parenting skills. You know what I'm saying? I don't like them. And he don't even have enough common courtesy to have a conversation. Like, when shit happen like that, I'm mad. Ain't no conversation, because shit like that shouldn't happen. It only take one time for a kid not to be watched, or, you know what I'm saying, and then something happened to the kid. Oh, this kid got shot because the parents was up in the bed and laying down and wasn't watching the kids. No. So, after I sent him all them nasty ass text messages, he never responded. But guess who did respond? The girlfriend. So the girlfriend like, what's up with y'all? Nah. I ain't never get her involved. I just ignored it. I was like, I'm not even going to get her involved. I'm just going to leave her alone and let it be. So today, she sends me an inbox talking about, I read his messages and what you wrote and And when have you ever known me to be nice to this nigga? That's your nigga, not mine. I don't have to be nice to this motherfucker. I don't like the way he parent. Just because you buy your kids Jordans and just because you buy your kids shoes and it's okay to not put morals into your kid. It's okay to just let your kid be anywhere and do anything. If that dude think that I need him or his money to do anything for his child, he is sadly mistaken. God bless me with that child. And I'm going to continue my path and to raise him and to be a decent young man. If I got to make this sorry ass sperm donor get the fuck on, bye. Because guess what? I'm not missing nothing in life. You are. So what he did was he got his girlfriend to call and check me. And I text him back after she inboxed me. It's just so messy for these motherfuckers to be as old as they are, because he's about to be in his 50s and she's in her mid-40s. For these motherfuckers to be as old as they are, why do y'all have an issue? Because I got an issue with where my child slept on the floor. Like, how do y'all get mad at me because I got a problem with that? Like, I'm not supposed to have an attitude with that. I'm supposed to just shut up and take it. No, that's not gonna happen. Not when it comes to my child. Not when it comes to my motherfucking child. I fucking go broke for mine. So if I go broke for my child, what make you think that you about to let my child live in poverty when I struggle so hard to show my child different? So after she texts me, I text him and I said, once again, here you go, getting your hoes to check me. And it's all good because every time these hoes check me, I just add up these receipts and keep them together. So if I ever got to take your ass to court, everybody around you got beef with me. Your mama got beef, your girlfriend got beef, your side bitch in Texas got beef, everybody got beef with me. So therefore, when you come get my child, you taking my child around all people that don't get along with me. Therefore, my child is in danger when he goes with you. And I'm not, y'all, I have tried to be the best mom I can be, trying to not keep confusion, because I know how it is to be a bitter baby mama because of what the fuck I'm already going through. I have tried to get along with this clown, but just like his kid's mother is stupid, my kid's father's even stupider. Because you shouldn't have picked your child up if you knew he did not have a adequate place to sleep that night. He didn't even have no clothes for my child. My child was in the same clothes 24 hours. So I was like highly upset. Y'all, words, my blood pressure probably was high as fuck that day. But today they both call themselves checking me. And it's like, you know, y'all can check me all y'all want. At the end of the day, that's my child. And ain't nobody go fight for my child but me. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. Y'all can be mad at me all you want because I said I didn't want my child sleeping on no goddamn floor. And it's crazy because talking to her was just like talking to him. And I picked up on that same evil spirit, that same evil entity when I used to deal with him. When I used to deal with him, it was always a certain mood. It was a certain spirit that just, you know that this is what it's about to be. And talking to her was the same identical way. She used words that he used. She used phrases that he used. It was almost like I was talking to him. It was through her. But you know what? When you fuck with somebody for a long time, you tend to pick up on their spirit. Your spirit, if you're not strong enough, your spirit will, you know, be his spirit. So it's not surprising that talking to her was like talking to him. And then, you know, I felt like everything that we had developed was out the door because I was no longer dealing with her. I was dealing with her with his spirit. Okay.
Can I go play with my tablet now?
Yeah. So I do everything I can to make sure my child is decent and respectable. And I feel like dealing with him, you know, you always got this thing where you be like, where they be like, oh, kids, you got the single kids that's raised by the single moms, and then you got the kids that's raised by the mothers and the fathers. Well, guess what? Just because a kid is raised by their mother and father don't mean that they're going to always come out okay just because they're raised by the mother and father. You have very successful kids that's just raised by single parents. You know what I'm saying? I have a 22-year-old that's full living proof. I raised him by myself, and he's decent. He's more decent than some of these couples and married people out here with troubled kids. So I'm trying to do the same thing for my 6-year-old. He's very respectful, very well-mannered. And I just can't see putting him in fucked up situations because of his dad. You know what I'm saying? And I want to buy to what they saying is what they think is cool. He shouldn't fucking be up anyway. You're right. He shouldn't fucking be up. So where's the fucking supervision at? His dad bought him a brand new phone. The phone is cracked the fuck up. Who was watching him? He shouldn't have never even took the phone outside. What time is it? What time is it? Oh, he upstairs. So, I had to make the decision today to just cut all ties off with him and her. I don't want nothing to do with neither one of them. Their spirits is toxic to me. You know what I'm saying? That's why I told her, I was like, you don't have to read none of my inboxes. I'm done talking to you anyway. I got a whole fucking pregnancy I'm trying to worry about. And I got you, and I got him. Or over here, I got all these motherfuckers just coming for me, and it's so irritating. Oh my God. I just want to have my baby in peace. Man. The stress. I probably have everybody mad at me right now, but that's part of life. You know, I never lived this life pleasing other people, and I'm not gonna start right now. If you don't like how I raise my child, if you don't like how I talk, then that's your fucking problem. I don't give a fuck. And then she went on talking about all this other stuff. Ha ha ha. I'm a hoe now. No, I didn't call you a hoe specifically. I said his hoes. Once again, he got one of his hoes to try to cuss me out or check me. And if she thought that it was a secret that I text him, it wasn't. I don't care if you know I text him. She already knew how I was from the beginning. I was a fucking pistol from the fucking beginning. I was a fucking firecracker from the beginning. So what made you think that 2 years later that I fucking changed? No, the fuck I did not change. No, I'm still a fucking pistol. When it come to that kid, I'ma check the fuck out of somebody until he grown and he can take up for me. And even still, I'ma check the fuck out of any bitch, any nigga that want to do him wrong. That's what I'm here for. That's my job as a mama. So that's my situation. He don't only have his situation that he's dealing with. I have mine. But the difference between me and him, I cut a motherfucker off. I'm a Taurus / Gemini. I have zero tolerance for bullshit. Zero. I'm gonna say what the fuck I gotta say to you, and then I'm gonna cut you straight the fuck off, and you're not gonna hear from me anymore. And if you piss me off, guess what? We're gonna have beef for years, because I do not forgive.